of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That is their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution at that point. News, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the Southpaw in his 3rd season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. Now the first kick. And right away he lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's in the backfield and goes backwards. And they get 4th down after a loss of 1. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 97 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got a man on the move, but you know they're going to throw it as well. And that's not going to change, even after that incompletion was forced.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes to Michael Pierce, and on his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. After the sack on first down, Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
One of the showstoppers in the league. A nice catch there by Tyreek Hill. How about this for a statistic? 6 seasons, 6 Pro Bowls, and this guy continues to be one of the game-breaking players in the NFL. Now using his speed down south of Miami after his first 6 years in Kansas City.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Tua sets up to pass it. Complete. Jefferson the target. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. The Dolphins 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tua to throw again. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready up. Watch it. 6.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up giving over. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Edmonds has increased his yardage every season in the NFL, but injury sidetracked what was expected to be his breakout season. Now Miami, he is someone they signed, expecting him to be the lead man in the backfield with several talented runners.
Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to hurt a bit because they needed to keep doing the completion there. Now drive is starting in good field position is facing fourth down.
Sanders' kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Week 2 underway around the NFL. And a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat. A Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little later. Nice way to start the drive. The gain of 12 on the first down. Jackson going to run again. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Jackson options out left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken around the 12. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Tua. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Tua now on first down. And going deep for Hill. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. This to Jarwin. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. Down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now it's we're
seeing the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
In motion, Hill. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Right foot. Black Ultra.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Blake Jarwin as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Blake Jarwin, the tight end, who had the touchdown catch to cap it. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
They will find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So, sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. A shotgun snap and again to Dolphins. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dolphins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 53 yards. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Tua going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually had two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Holding. Offense.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Jackson running again. Good footwork at the 30. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Jackson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Tua now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive performance.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 28-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And he will score. score. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this 35-0 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Another score from around the league, meanwhile, up in Cleveland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run with Edmonds. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Another carry now for Edmonds. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it is 42-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wallace. And Jackson throwing once more. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. From the 44, Jackson to Boyle here over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Jackson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be
defense through the shutout, Adam. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession.